Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Ravens and the Bills coming up next.
Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Coming up, divisional round Saturday, we've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think... For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And you have to figure that this is a confident quarterback who gets the start here. Coming off of a victory in round one, team doesn't have to travel. They get another home game here in the divisional round. And I know it sounds cliche, but playing at home, huge for a quarterback, huge for his team. They want to take advantage of it.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Receiver downfield. Offense.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Still first down.
Allen going to look to throw on the first play. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's second down.
From the gun, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Kyle Van Noy coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from him. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a second down and 4.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long there's been anxiety.
And the pressure gets to him again. Duron Smoot getting in there, recording the sack. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Here's Hill on the return. Sheds off the tackle.
55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's a 2nd and 5. Off the option, here's Henry.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
In motion left goes a tight end. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Henry.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 26-yard line.
In motion, Aguilar.
Jackson now. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Play action. It's Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jackson to throw. They set up the screen to Hill. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a fourth down. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
Now Allen. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On play action, Allen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
This 2nd and 4.
Cooper, the man in motion right. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Here's Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Motion man is Shakir.
To throw, it's Allen.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
The slot man in motion right. Allen.
And it'll find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
Now a 2nd and 6.
$3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Seconds in control of the football.
2nd and 6.
As they've got it as we resume action. Now Allen again.
This to the tight end, Kincaid.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now receiver in motion left.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Option play, here's Cook.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something to develop.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown.
Khalil Shakir
From 3 yards out, and the Bills have taken the lead.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That pass complete to Deontay Hardy.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Jackson from the shotgun.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Henry up the middle.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
First carry now for Justice Hill.
And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Play action. Now Jackson.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Tucker's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
To the air, Allen.
This taken in by Kincaid.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Allen gonna throw. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing now is Allen. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Khalil Shakir with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills add 6 to their lead in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is up to 8. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. Throwing is Jackson. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They go play action with Jackson.
A check down here for Henry.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Jackson.
They'll fire this deep for Hardy.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. That was a safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. And here come the Bills. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that 1st quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And this returnable for Hill. The Ravens offense back out there. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen, and we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it. But this one winds up no good.
Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely at midfield. On play action, Allen. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And again, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now Allen. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Allen now looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Curtis Samuel from 3 yards out.
And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes it 21-8. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Fights off the defender, and he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. To throw is Jackson.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the gun, it's Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To throw again is Jackson. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one.
So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime.
In the early part of this football game.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Or paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Play action. It's Jackson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
In motion, Aguilar.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. This time, Jackson will throw it. The quick slant caught. Touchdown! Nelson Aguilar from 6 yards away.
And the Ravens have got it back to within a score.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was capped by the touchdown pass to Nelson Aguilar.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
To the air, Allen. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
3rd and 5.
Now Allen. Steps away to his left. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. From midfield, here's Allen.
Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 4.
To throw, it's Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Allen. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Amari Cooper, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bills are able to stretch out their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
The tight end in motion right. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry.
To the 43, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
That's caught inside the 20. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
And even 40 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Henry will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
Holding offense.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. Jackson now.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman from 13 yards out. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards.
And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bills offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Throwing now is Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
From the gun, it's Allen.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down. Now Allen. And this is Cook with the grab. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. In motion goes the tight end.
Third down, here's a run by Cook.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
Now Jackson.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Henry running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
They set up the screen to Hill, and he is going to lose yardage here. They call it a loss of a yard there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are. at this juncture of the playoffs, but with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Allen now looks to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Allen going to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Samuel going to go in motion right.
Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
To the air. Allen. And complete. Right side to Cook. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. In motion left, that's Cooper. Here's Allen to throw it. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a 4-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Cook. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They try again with Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Now Allen. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
David Ajabo running in to take him down. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
2nd and 9.
Now it's Jackson. He finds Aguilar over the middle. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now it's Jackson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
From the gun, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here's Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Jackson.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 31 yards.
And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. It's David Ajabo there for the tackle.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Cooper will come in motion right. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 53 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the 2nd half. You've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship. And he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here's Cook again.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try the middle with Cook.
And he will have a Bills 1st down, and that should be that.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.